For many people, religion provides answers and comfort as they reach the end of their life. Many celebrities throughout the ages found religion right before they died. Many converted to a religion on their deathbed. Let's have a look at some of the celebrities who found religion right before they died. John Wayne. The word legend quite possibly could have been invented for John Wayne. He was one of Hollywood's biggest stars and known particularly for his roles in westerns. He was also known for espousing his views on America's greatness and promoted the ideals of America in many interviews. John Wayne grew up in a Presbyterian family. He attended church with his parents and often read the Bible. His faith in God helped him throughout his life. As an adult, he took an interest in Catholicism. He was married 3 times and all 3 wives were practicing Catholics. He also sent his children to Catholic schools. One of John's closest friends was John Ford, who directed many of his films. John was also a devout Catholic and had an influence on John Wayne's life. One of John Wayne's grandchildren became a Catholic priest. His grandson, Father Matthew Munoz, regretted that John hadn't converted earlier. Nevertheless, he was known to write letters to God and write prayers to him. According to Munoz and John's son Patrick, the actor converted to Roman Catholicism shortly before his death. Wayne died on June 11, 1979 from stomach cancer. He's remembered as one of Hollywood's most iconic actors and an outspoken promoter of American values. Before we tell you more about the celebrities who found religion before they died, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First for more. Patricia Neal. Patricia Neal was a prominent stage and screen actress, largely popular in the 50s and 60s. She began her stage career as an understudy in the play The Voice of the Turtle on Broadway. She later won a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play for her role as Regina Hubbard in Another Part of the Forest. Her film debut was in the 1949 comedy John Loves Mary, where she starred alongside Ronald Reagan. She worked with him again in The Hasty Heart. She also appeared in the movie The Fountainhead based on Ayn Rand's novel. Her film career continued through the 50s and 60s, appearing in films like A Face in the Crowd, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and HUD. Her career was going well, but her personal life contained much strife. She had a troubled relationship with Gary Cooper, with whom she had an affair while he was still married. She later married writer Roald Dahl and had 5 children with him. Sadly, their firstborn, Olivia, died at age 7 from measles. Patricia Neal also neglected her own health. She was a heavy smoker and suffered a brain aneurysm while pregnant. She fell into a coma and had to learn how to walk and talk all over again. She divorced Roald Dahl in 1983 and converted to Catholicism during this time. She had apparently converted to the faith only a few months before she died. This no doubt helped her during the final months of her life. She died at home at age 84 in 2010 due to complications from lung cancer. Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper was another icon of American cinema. One of his earliest film roles was in the 1928 film Wings. He had a short appearance in the film, but this was enough for producers and directors to take notice. His popular films included Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, Meet John Doe, Sergeant York, and High Noon. His favorite genre of films was westerns. He also appeared in the westerns The Virginian, The Plainsman, and The Westerner. He had a great reputation among other Hollywood stars and was thought of as a distinguished gentleman. Gary gave a lot of importance to the spiritual aspects of life. He converted to Catholicism during a troubled time. He was known to have extramarital relationships with other starlets, such as Patricia Neal. He eventually separated from his family due to his affair with the actress. While he was happy with Patricia Neal, his wild lifestyle also took its toll. In the 1950s, while promoting High Noon, he visited Vatican City and met Pope Pius XII. He continued to have affairs with different celebrity actresses and models. This brought him temporary pleasure, but clearly he still felt empty inside. He needed to find something to make his life better. The meeting with the Holy Father made him realize he had to take a spiritual path to deal with the emptiness that often comes with being a celebrity. He began attending church regularly and became a member of the Catholic Church in 1959. Sadly, we lost Gary Cooper in 1961 to prostate and colon cancer. No doubt his faith helped him get through the hard times of his life. Oscar Wilde. One of the greatest writers of the 19th century was Oscar Wilde. He had a unique style and unique lifestyle. Yet even huge Oscar Wilde fans may not know about his conversion to Catholicism. Wilde was born in Dublin, Ireland in 1854 and baptized as an Anglican. Nevertheless, his mother took a keen interest in Catholicism. She requested a local Catholic priest teach her children about the faith. Oscar paid attention to these teachings but didn't consider himself to be a Catholic during his childhood. During his years at Oxford University, he looked into Catholicism even more and briefly considered becoming a priest. But these ambitions got squashed after he decided to join the Freemasons. A few years later, he met Pope Pius IX during a trip to Rome. He was moved by his meeting with the Holy Father and began to look deeply into Catholicism once again. But his family was against him joining the Catholic Church, so he put it off. During the final years of his life, Oscar was recovering in Paris after a long prison sentence following a sodomy charge. He was ill from cerebral meningitis, and it was clear he would die soon. A Catholic priest visited Oscar on his deathbed, and he was finally received into the Catholic Church. The next day, he passed away. But he found Catholicism since his childhood, and perhaps he always had the Catholic faith in mind. Oscar wrote some of the 19th century's most notable plays, such as The Importance of Being Earnest and Salome. He also wrote the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray and numerous essays on varied subjects. He was known for his wit and unique perspective. Perhaps Oscar Wilde enthusiasts can now look back on his work to see how Catholicism influenced it. Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones was one of the most iconic figures of golf. He passed away in 1971 at age 69. He began playing golf during his teens. He won his first U.S. Open in 1923 at the age of 21. As an amateur golfer, he won 13 championships. In 1930, he became a household name in the golfing world. That year, he won all 4 pre-Masters Grand Slams. As of this video, he remains the only golfer to have accomplished such a feat. Bobby retired from professional golfing at age 28 and pursued a career in law. But golf never left his life. He made instructional films on how to play golf and helped promote golfing across the world. He soon became one of the most recognized sports stars in the world. He later served in the Second World War and played in the Masters tournament, though most of the time didn't play like a serious contender. He began having serious health issues in the 40s, and in 1948, he was diagnosed with syringomyelia, which led to him being paralyzed through his spinal cord. Sadly, he spent the remainder of his life in a wheelchair. He converted to Catholicism 3 days before he died in 1971. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think religion helps people during the final years of their life? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.